Jesus, how'd you even? I think I remember this story, but I want folks to know it, and I wanted and I'm not positive. How'd you find us?
My wife, now my girlfriend at the time, she was going to UCLA, and you posted an internship at UCLA, and I was entering the last year of at Cal State LA. I was on my senior year, and I also worked full time on campus, and I needed internships because I could supplement those as credits as classes for classes. So I was able to kind of work at TYT, keep my full-time job, and also cover my credits. So that's why it was around the time that I'm like, I need to start getting internship and kind of getting into the industry per se. I didn't know it was this industry, obviously, but yeah, this is where we are.
So I remember you had other jobs too, and I remember one of your jobs was like a building manager at Cal State, right?
Yeah. I was building manager at the student union. So, just setting up events, working with all the school organizations to, make sure they had their AV equipment. They were all set up for that team and kind of make sure they were having a banquet. They had all the proper stuff they needed, tables, chairs, all that stuff. So, college fun. And in between that, whenever I could schedule all my shifts in the mornings, I'd be like, all right, in the evenings, I was able to kind of go to your spot. And I remember towards that time, I guess after my senior year, I stayed on a little longer working on campus, but you guys were also paying me. So, I was kind of working both sides until you guys came with the full-time opportunity. So, and even then I was weighing the options because, I really thought about, I had the offer of working close to full-time on campus and getting a full-time position there within the student union. But then I would see the guys who were there since they graduated college, and I was like, why did I come to college then? I don't want to end up like these cats. So, at that point, same thing. I was getting offered benefits, a good pension, I'm sure, or, whatever comes with working at a state university as a full-timer. And then, just said, no, I had to take the leap. And, around that same time, I was already living on my own. And then you guys came along with the full-time offer, and then we're like, all right, let's do this.
And isn't that crazy? Just one small clarification, because you said benefits as well. I think that was a reference to me talking about Radio Shack. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got benefits from Radio Shack. That was a promise that never came to fruition.
If I would have stayed working on campus, eventually when you become a full-time staff, you get benefit. So that was it. At that point I was riding a motorcycle, and then I was like, really? It doesn't make sense. Let's go do this thing. Let's keep it free. Free and wild. Yeah, TYT, I have no idea what's all about benefits. I literally was like, okay, let's do this. I was more about that.
So first of all, then if your girlfriend hadn't showed you, taking the initiative to find that listing and then show it to you and then ask you to go, you never come. Mm-hmm. None of this ever happens.
None of this ever happens. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. And then if you take the job as you said with the other cats at the building,
the full timers, the guys who never left campus. Like, I don't know if you guys remember those guys who are just still working. If there's college viewers, I'm sure out there that remember, if you're at the student union, you're like, man, this guy graduated like 25 years ago from here.
And he's still there.
He's still working at the maintenance shop. I'm like, that's cool. It worked out for him. They, like I'm saying, I'm sure they took care of him with benefits and all the extra stuff. So, to each their own. But I was like, man, I did all these courses for, TV and radio broadcast. At the time, it was TV and radio broadcast. And when you guys came with the full-time opportunity, it was when Cenk was thinking, we're going to be everywhere, and we got to be on video. We're going to be on TV. We're going to be on radio. You got to be on the website. And then I was like, okay, well, there's going to be some cameras involved at some point. I saw it. So like, That was another thing that was a pain. And that was one thing I really appreciate. And I want to make that clear too, that during my internship and the early times when we were working at your place and the first studio, yeah, you guys didn't, it wasn't about the pay. I knew it was more about the experience. And I remember just showing up and Cenk being like, all right, dude, pretty much here, take over. Because immediately Cenk was like, this is the recorder, this is the computer, and then this is the ISDN line, and you gotta figure, and it was like immediately them showing me how to do it, and then immediate access to all the equipment. So, I saw it as that opportunity to be like, well, even if it doesn't go as far or wherever, I got these tools under my belt. But for whatever reason, Cenk kept making these goals and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them, and they were like, okay.
Yeah, I specifically remember.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.